Hey, Ilan, welcome to the NTM Growth Marketing Podcast. I'm excited to be speaking with you today.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here, Andrew. Thank you very much for inviting me.
So, like I told you before we hit record on this, when I got on your website, I knew immediately what your company did, why it was great. It was a tremendous user experience, and I want to hear it from you. Tell us a little bit about your organization and what is your role at the company.
Okay, great. So InfiniGrow has been around for a while now. What we do, we develop a marketing attribution platform. We take all the data from your CRM, Salesforce, from HubSpot, from your marketing automation, from your ad networks. We bring them all into one database, and then we do a lot of fixes and adjustments because usually your CRM data is messy, your isolated data sets are messy, and we do a lot of fixes. And then we apply attribution models, any attribution model you can imagine we can have, and you can really intuitively explore your data through a data set that you can now trust. And come up with insights that provide revenue, that provide pipeline to your company, and really invest your marketing dollars much more efficiently than you used to.
And what's your role at the company?
I'm the VP of Revenue Marketing here at InfiniGrow. I've actually been in the company for 3 months, but I've been acquainted with InfiniGrow for a while, for over 4 years, through a previous company I've worked at, Sisense. But I'm leading all the marketing activities.
What inspired you to apply and join the organization a few months ago?
Yeah, so I joined InfiniGrow about 3 months ago. Prior to InfiniGrow, I worked at mainly, B2B SaaS companies, Gaviti, which targeted finance leaders, an AR platform. I worked at ZenCity, at Sisense.
Oh, nice. I just interviewed someone from ZenCity.
Yeah, so yeah, great companies, so I did all types of marketing roles there. Some of them, by the way, were InfiniGrow customers, are InfiniGrow customers. So it's interesting to see all these connections.
What does the day in the life of you look like?
So wake up early in the morning to get my kids ready for school. They need to make it in time for the school bus to take them to school. If they're too late, then I need to take them, get on the train to work, and come into the office. Usually we have, our early risers coffee, all the parents who come earlier to the office. And then, I dive into the daily activities. The first thing we do is I have like a section blocked for dailies. For daily activities that I know, track our social engagement, comment on social, check the leads that came in, see if they qualified as MQLs, check the demos that we had the previous days, and really track, all the KPIs and the metrics of the previous day. And then I dive into my daily work. I try and have the minimum number of meetings, only have the really targeted, actionable meetings, and then I block sections of my day to cover my daily tasks, to talk to my team, which is currently mainly external vendors, and to actually be hands-on with all the marketing activities and tasks that we have. So during the day, mainly, hands-on, doing the marketing.
What is it about B2B SaaS marketing that you enjoy the most? And what are some challenges that really, get you up on a Monday morning like we are today, excited for the work week?
So I think what excites me the most is also one of the challenges. One of the things that's most exciting about B2B is the complexity. We know B2B customer journeys are complex, they're non-linear. You sell to an account, you don't sell to one person. So you need to build journeys for specific personas. You need to take into account the journeys throughout the account. You need to address each funnel stage. So I think that's really exciting to address this complexity, like a puzzle, like a nice complicated Lego set. But that's also a challenge, not specifically at InfiniGrow, but in previous companies, the data was a challenge. You would do all these marketing activities and you would have a simplistic view of first touch, last touch attribution, and you couldn't see the true impact of all your marketing activities. So that was a very, very big challenge because we ran, LinkedIn campaigns, Google ads, lead providers, events. We had all these marketing initiatives, but at the end, the sales team got the credit because they would used to, look at it as a last touch rather than, the full journey, because they looked at the lead source of the opportunities. So marketing didn't really get recognized for its activities. At InfiniGrow, it's different because we use our own platform to see the whole journey. So we know the exact impact of each marketing activity.
Mm-hmm. I want to hit on the Touchpoint conversation. This ties into attribution, as I'm in these dialogues all the time where they're not thinking, I watched a YouTube video, but then I went to Google to search for the organization, or, I checked out their Instagram page, went back to Google. There's a ton of other scenarios. So can you talk a little bit more about what you mean by these touch points and why it's so important to understand just all the touch points along the way until it gets into that sales rep to close the deal?
Mm-hmm. And by the way, a sales rep is also a type of touch point.
Right.
I can give you an example, actually, a conversation I had today with a colleague of mine who's a sales development leader. She's an SDR team lead, and she told me my marketing, my CMO, doesn't want to invest in outbound. She doesn't believe in that. And I said, what do you mean she doesn't? It's part of the journey. You have inbound touch points. You have outbound touch points. It's not that marketing invests in inbound and outbound. As a company, you need to think of the whole journey. So the whole journey is an account journey. And then you sell to specific individuals within the account. And each individual has its own specific journey. So you need to address each touch point and each funnel stage. So you have your inbound touch points, paid ads, Google, LinkedIn, your SEO activity can provide inbound traction. And you have outbound touch points. It can be an outgoing email from sales development, from sales, or from marketing as well. Marketing can do outbound activities. It's not just a sales activity. So you need to address the whole touch point, the whole journey, and you need to take into account all the touch points within the journey. And marketing, from our point of view, should strategically have an overview of the whole journey. It shouldn't end, okay, sales got the demo, and now it's sales job, sales tool. No, marketing and sales work together on the whole journey. It comes to sales, marketing still can provide campaign air cover. We can provide ABM campaigns for outbound accounts. We can provide for ongoing opportunities, specific nurture tracks, or for ongoing deals, again, an outbound campaign. Promote, case studies at further down the funnel stages. So we need to take into account each of these touch points, whether it's inbound or outbound, and we shouldn't have the silo. We shouldn't separate, not marketing and sales, and not inbound and outbound.
So I want to know the answer to this. I'm putting you a little bit on the spot, but I hope this is okay. So we met through a literal outbound campaign. I found your email address, shot you an email, and you responded. And you're super busy. I'm halfway across the world in California. You're in Tel Aviv. There's so much more going on in your day-to-day life with current events. Why did you, as a consumer in this case, respond to an outbound campaign?
So I think it was in some type of context from my point of view, and it came at a certain stage of money. It's not a secret that I'm doing marketing for InfiniGrow. I want brand exposure for InfiniGrow. That's part of our tactic. I do believe that being part of a podcast can contribute to this brand exposure. And it came at the exact moment that we were discussing that, and we were saying within the company, okay, what should be our focus points? Where should we invest our efforts and our time? And it comes through big bets, big things that consume a lot of time, and, you know, small activities that don't consume much time, but can provide some good impact. And I think, you know, this podcast can provide some good impact for us.
And I say that just to show, you know, outbound and inbound and why it's important to have both going on. Is I could be posting on social, you know, all day long, and you never would have saw my posts, never would have, you know, inquired to be on the show. But an outbound campaign really just got to, you know, heart of the matter, and here we are today.
I can give you another example, and again, where marketing can weigh in. We have MQLs that come in to book a demo, but they don't complete the booking. So we, you know, do like every good marketing person, put them into a sequence of come, you know, come and book, complete your booking. Emails didn't work. No one really completed the sequence. So I did a few weeks ago a test, said, I'll reach out to them on LinkedIn, send them a message. Hey, you started your, very casual message. You started your booking process with InfiniGrow, you didn't complete. I wanted to know why. If there's a reason, so we can improve the process. And if you, by accident, didn't complete the booking, here's the link to complete the booking. Out of around 10 people that I reached out to, 3 completed the booking without replying to me. So it was like a combination of inbound and outbound as well. The emails didn't bring anything, but this personalized LinkedIn message actually brought us 3 more demos.
I'm reading this good book right now called Day Trading Attention by Gary Vaynerchuk, and he's talking about, you know, following where the underpriced attention is. I actually found really good results of getting in touch with people similar, but I would use Instagram DMs or even Twitter. If it's someone who's super active on Twitter, that's very high likelihood they're going to engage with your tweet if you tag them in it or something along those lines.
Yeah, that's interesting because I'm always trying to figure out if our audience is on these channels. And I know that, you know, marketing people are everywhere.
Right.
But where are the most, you know, the higher chances that they'll respond to us? So currently, I think LinkedIn is our bigger bet. But, you know, I discussed, you know, with a colleague of mine earlier today. He said you should try Instagram. A lot of marketing people are on Instagram. They might get back to you there.
So I have a question regarding success in marketing campaigns. I think this is, and I'm, you know, personally really wanted to hear this answer because of the attribution, you know, platform you have, and that's, you know, you're trying to figure out where marketing dollars should be spent. So what advice do you have for fellow marketers on how to measure success in their campaigns?
So first of all, you know, obviously having some type of attribution platform already shows you, you know, the pipeline that your campaigns provide. You know, my KPI is providing pipeline. That's why I'm talking this number, but you can measure it to revenue. But if you don't have an attribution platform, then use indicators earlier in the funnel. But you always need to take into account what happens in the next stage. If you run in lead gen form campaign on LinkedIn, and it provides amazing leads, that the exact, you know, persona that you want from the exact ICP that you target, and they come in as leads through lead gen forms, most chances that nothing will happen to them because you don't have the intent. The intent is not there. They didn't really engage with your brand. They converted on LinkedIn. They don't remember they converted on LinkedIn. So most likely nothing will happen to them. So if you look at the next stage from lead created to, let's say, demo booked, it obviously depends on your funnel, or lead created to MQL. If you see a big drop in conversion rate there, then you know, okay, that's not really an efficient channel. But if you see that the conversion rate from lead created to demo booked is reasonable, then okay, then you say, okay, it makes sense to carry on running the campaign. Obviously, you also need to take into account how much each demo costs. So sometimes, and that's something that I did in previous companies, looked at the cost per demo, because we knew that the demos to sales opportunities have the same conversion rates because they're already qualified by sales development representatives. So they went through type of a process. So when you're looking at the conversion rate from lead or MQL to demo, makes sense. And then looking at the cost per demo tells us if we're efficient or we're not efficient. And you can set targets for cost per demos. And if you see that LinkedIn provides a high cost per demo, then again, you might try and optimize your campaign or divert the budget elsewhere.
So my last question today is this: as we're looking, further out into the year, not sure when this is going to air, but let's just say, in general, 2024, even heading into 2025, what's an area of marketing that you're looking forward to, that you're excited about? And this could be anything from, my competitor dominates on TikTok, so I'm hoping to get banned in the US, to, there's an arbitrage on Instagram DMs, to in-person events. What's an area you're really looking forward to with marketing?
It's a difficult question. Look, we are seeing a trend that increased focus on marketing impact increases marketing efficiency. So I'm really curious to know or to see how marketing teams will evolve. I'm putting AI on the side. It was over discussed, and
Right.
and obviously it will also have the impact, but understanding how the marketing will evolve, because there is a bigger focus on efficiency. It's really interesting. I'm really curious where it will lead marketing teams and marketing initiatives. They need to become much smarter.
So that being said, and I already see how your organization ties into that efficiency potentially. So love for you to give a shout out, ways we can follow up with you, your organization, learn more, as I'm sure there's a lot of marketers who would want to inquire and book one of those demos.
So first of all, you can reach out directly to me on LinkedIn. I'll be happy to refer you to our sales team. They're very nice. They don't bite. So I can refer you to them. You can go to our website, infinigrow.com, and fill out a demo request. Again, we don't bite. We're very nice. We're not pushy. We are polite, and I'll be happy to reach out if anyone reaches out to us.
And can you spell your name as well so people can search it within LinkedIn?
Oh, great. Ilan Hertz, ILANHERTZ.
Perfect. Thank you so much for your time today.
Great. Thank you very much.